Liz, long time no see. This is your old friend Malaya. Have you been doing all right? What? I'm very sorry to have to ask this, but who is this again? I told you, I'm Malaya. I'm really sorry, but I have no recollection of any Malaya being a friend of mine. Huh? I am your old friend, Malaya. Jeez, Liz. You and I were going to middle school together at Jefferson Middle School in the town of Bay City. And we lived close to one another in that apartment complex. And then we met again at community college, right? What? Hold on, I always lived in a house with my family, and then I never went to community college or anything because right after high school I went to work. Huh? Also, my name isn't Liz. Oh? Did you change your name or something? No, I did not. What I'm saying is that my name isn't Liz whatsoever. What the heck? Come on now, I already know the reason why you're telling me your name is not Liz anymore. You can stop trying to hide your true feelings from me. I have no idea what you're talking about, though. Then tell me, what's your actual name? You don't have to know what my name is. I don't feel comfortable telling you now. Then I'm going to continue calling you Liz, because that's who you are. Ugh. My name is Riley. That's my name. Really? I know that's not your actual name, because your real name has always been Liz. Now, stop trying to hide from me and let's chat. What? I'm not trying to hide from you because I don't even know who you are. Yeah. I'm tired of going on about that stuff, so let's just get to the juicy topic. Juicy topic? I'm taking your husband from you. Excuse me? My husband? Recently, I came back to Bay City, all right? I learned about that really rich son of that family, the Rochesters, Mike. And I was thinking that it was so mean of you to be able to have a man like that all to yourself when I have nothing. So I went and stole him from you while I've been in town. Bay City is in Michigan, right? Well, I don't live in Michigan anymore. And when I was living there, I wasn't living in Bay City or even close to that town. I happen to be single still, so there's no way I've had a rich boyfriend or husband like the one you're going on about right now. I can see that you're confusing me with someone else, but haven't noticed any of that yet. Listen here, Liz. My name is not Liz. I'm Riley. I get you wanting to run away from the reality that your old friend has gone and stolen your husband from you, as the truth must hurt you a lot. But this is something you will never be able to look away from. So listen to me right now. You have the wrong person. How about you listen to everything I'm telling you? This is just like all those dreams I've had. Stealing your husband from you and becoming rich myself. Now I'll be able to pay off that $50,000 of debt that I'm in and live in that giant mansion of his. You said your name is Malaya, right? What do you want now, you big loser? Let me tell you this one last time. I am single right now, so who the hell are you and what are you talking about? What? I have no idea who this Malaya is and have never met anyone with that name before in my life. And also, my name is Riley. R-I-L-E-Y. Riley. My name is not Liz or Elizabeth. Now cut all of that BS and stop texting me about whatever crap you're doing. What? You just never know when to give up, do you? So that's why, Liz? My name is Riley. Screw off. Oh, come on now. Anyhow, Mike is all over me now, and he'll be letting me live with him in his mansion and with all of his money from now on. Get that divorce from him soon, please. Riley, it's been a while. I'm sorry for coming out of nowhere here. But can you let me know whether or not this is still Riley's number, or if you're someone completely different? What? Anna? It's been years. And yeah, this is me, Riley. How have you been doing? I guess I've been fine. Anyway, this is still your phone number, so I don't have to do anything for you. Now, I think I've fixed and confirmed all of that crap and can finally stop looking at my phone for a bit. What are you talking about? Why did you have to check and make sure this was my number still? Oh, I'm really sorry about all of this. You know how I have that little sister of mine who's a few years younger than me? Oh, that's right. She's more than a few years younger than you, right? True, since she's in her 3rd year of middle school now. Anyway, while we were together recently, we got into a bit of a fight with one another. And, well, she went and took my phone and went through all of my contacts, changing all the names of everyone in there. Really? So in order to try fixing everything, I've been going through all my contacts and asking them who they are to make sure I have the right number to the right name again. Wow. That's gotta suck a little. But shouldn't your phone normally be locked or whatever? Yeah, well, normally people would do that, but I'm really lazy and don't want to type in some passcode all the time. So I just leave it unlocked most of the time. Wow. That's very brave of you to do something like that. But maybe now you're going to change your mind about leaving your phone unlocked, right? Yeah. So what did she end up changing my name to in your contacts? She changed yours to Liz. What? Liz? That's the name of an old friend of mine from back in community college. Wait. Can I ask you something right now? What's that? Recently, have you met with anyone by the name of Malaya? What? Malaya? She had been going to the same community college as Liz and I, actually. And after we all graduated from there, she came with me to work for the same company, so I see her almost every day. So have you met with Malaya before, Riley? Not at all. Then why do you know about her? Listen, for some reason, I got some texts from that Malaya girl, and I have no clue what was going on. And after some talking back and forth, I came to learn that she was mistaking me for someone named Liz, although she didn't want to accept that fact. What? I tried many times to get her to believe that my name is Riley, but she just wouldn't, and that got me pretty peeved by the end of our conversation. Oh my gosh. This is only a possibility, but I'm thinking when your little sister went into your phone and changed all your contacts, Malaya was able to see Liz's contact info somehow, but with my number instead of hers. Do you think something like that could have happened recently? I think something like that is very possible. Yesterday there was a little party after work. She had been sitting next to me at our table, and as I got up to go to the restroom, I'm sure she had enough time to take a look at my contacts. The both of them, Liz and Malaya, are my friends from back in middle school, and I met again in college. And, well, before the end of middle school, Malaya got into a fight with Liz, and then her dad ended up having to move out of town, and so they never made up before that happened. So, I'm assuming they were never able to exchange one another's contact information before she had to move away. And when they met in college again, they weren't as close to one another, so they never did anything from there. I see. So that's what's happened between Malaya and Liz. Damn. Things have become a bit more complicated now, haven't they? I'm sorry about that. Up until now, I haven't really talked with Malaya much besides on our work phones about work-related things, so I'm really not sure what's been going on with her. I don't actually have her private number anymore, I think. You were all in the same college and knew one another since middle school, yet all seemed to be so distant from one another. Well, I've just never really wanted to have anything to do with her. And I think the same can be said for Liz. So I really want to know now, why does Malaya want to talk with Liz so badly? From what she was telling me, it looks as though Malaya's stolen Liz's rich husband from her. Huh? Well, I think Malaya's making a big mistake there. What? How so? I'm sorry to have to ask this of you, but can you take screenshots of all the things Malia's said to you and send them to me, please? I want to try talking with Liz about this. Can do. Just give me a few minutes. Thanks for all the screenshots. Damn. This is all just horrible to read through. I can't even be bothered with some of it. And wait, Malia's in $50,000 worth of debt now? Well, she did mention that, didn't she? You can tell by how fast she was bringing everything up to me that she gave zero craps about me not being Liz. Well, I can see how things got this bad for her, though. She's just your basic office lady when it comes to her work, and there's been no way she's made the kind of money needed for all those brand bags she brings into work. She also seems to hire plenty of men to do things with her. So that's where she's gotten all the money from. So Malia's normally pretty bad? You could say that. She loves good-looking men and money and is a very selfish person. She never listens to anyone and loves to get into fights. I wonder how she was even able to find a job at that company. Seriously, though. There have also been rumors about her picking on other women due to the fact that she's beautiful, but that her beauty isn't all that natural. Is that right? Well, anyway, I'll let Liz know about this. Oh, please do, and thank you. Hey, Liz! I was wondering why you were taking so long to get that divorce, and now I'm being asked to pay a settlement? I told you to hurry up and get that divorce. As long as I'm able to become Mike's wife, then I won't have to care about that settlement because he'll be able to pay it all off for me. Long time no see, Malia. I have told you this so many times now, but my name is not Liz. My name is Riley. Have you heard from your coworker and old friend Anna about the fact that her and her little sister got into a fight and her little sister went and changed all the contacts around in her phone? What? Anna? Anna was a friend of mine from high school, and we still occasionally talk with one another now. I heard from her that her little sister went and changed my name to Liz inside her contacts. So I really do think you mistook me for Liz because of that change in her phone. What? So then, this really does mean that you're not Liz? That's right, I'm not her. What? Are you serious right now? Well then, I guess the only option I have left now is to go right to that mansion of Mike's and ask Liz in person to divorce him and get out of there. I know you're not going to want to hear this from me. What? That mansion just so happens to be Liz's mansion. Huh? Why do you say that? It sounds like ever since Liz graduated from college, she started her own company and has been doing very well recently. She married Mike around the same time she started her company. And at that time, Mike's father's company ended up going under, and so Mike wasn't able to get anything from his family. So at that time, Liz stepped in since she was financially stable and paid off the mansion they moved into, since he wasn't going to be able to do so. Oh, wait. Liz went and paid for that mansion then? That means that the owner of that place is Liz, and that if her and Mike get that divorce, she'll be the one getting to keep the house. What? You're kidding me. Also, because of the fact that Mike no longer has a company coming to him, he is currently without a job, and the company will be renamed and taken over by someone else who bought it. Huh? Well, I shouldn't say jobless. Rather, he's just going to be working for his uncle's company as a base-level employee now. A base-level employee? Because of that current situation he's in, I hear that it's been Mike asking Liz not to divorce him, as he's in no shape to be kicked out of her mansion. What the heck? But he's getting divorced by Liz and will have to pay her a settlement while also being kicked out of that place. What? Liz heard about all of this going on from Anna after I went and talked with her about what you'd said to me. You're lying, right? I went and stole Mike from her thinking he had all this money. And I'm in major debt right now. Now I'll have to pay a settlement? And I won't be able to live in that mansion now. Are we done here then? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'll be going now. What should I be doing right now? After all the crap that Malaya girl was talking to me, saying she had stolen my husband even though I'm single, and not even recognizing that I'm not Liz, it took but just one day for her antics to be shut down. And thank God that everything ended then with her, because I wasn't going to last much longer talking to an idiot like that. As for that Malaya, her debts only grew larger, as she now had to take on a settlement from the real Liz, and that means she'd have to borrow a lot more money. In the divorce, Mike learned that Malaya only really wanted him as her ATM, and so he moved away from everyone in an attempt to escape from her, because she would not stop asking him for help. Liz also made some major changes with the divorce, as she went and sold the mansion she was living in, as it was too big for her anyway to be living in on her own. She has stayed in town still, since she has her own company to manage, but she picked a smaller house closer to Anna's place where she'll live now. It sounds like her and Anna are becoming closer to one another again, since they kind of stopped talking after college as well. And I'm sure that after the tip about Malaya that Anna gave, Liz is going to be forever thankful. With not a single person around, Malaya's had no choice but to dip her hands into some pretty scary loans from very scary people. There were talks about her hanging around gang members trying to get money from them, and also loan sharks who she was trying to get some large loans from as well. Even though we aren't for sure who she got the money from, she was able to find someone willing to give her enough to pay off that settlement and the debt she had with the bank. Because after a few weeks, the settlement to Liz was all paid off, and since then, there's been no word about what's happened to Malaya, or where she even disappeared to. So let's just say she's moved on to the next step in her life, which is making that money back and paying off the scarier men she's involved with now.
Liam, huge problem.
What's up? I'm having to go into overtime here at work, so could you make this quick for me?
I was just told that my dad got into a car accident and is on his way to the hospital right now in the back of an ambulance.
Huh? He was in a car accident?
I'm thinking of heading over there right now.
Right now?
My mom isn't around anymore to deal with things like this, and my brother is overseas with his wife on vacation. I have to be the one to go and see him.
What hospital is your dad being taken to right now?
He's going to the emergency room at Hopkins Hospital.
Huh? Hopkins? That's all the way over in Manchester, right? That's all the way out where your family's house is, right?
Yes. This accident happened close to his house while he was out. I'm sorry, but I am heading over there right now.
Wait. I just wanted to make sure of this, but in 2 days you'll still be around to make it, right?
In 2 days?
I'm talking about Taylor's wedding. My little sister Taylor. Your husband's little sister's wedding is in 2 days.
I understand that she's having a wedding and all, but I'm not sure how my dad is going to be doing by then. At this time, I don't have an answer for you regarding that.
Well then, make sure you do something that'll lead to you making over here on time.
You can say that all you want, but I'm not sure how things will be at that time yet.
Listen, Clara, this is going to be my cute little sister's biggest day. No matter what else is going on, her wedding is your most important event.
I understand that her wedding is important, but I'm not just going to leave my dad if he's still in a terrible state.
I'll not allow you to cancel last minute on my sister.
And I'm telling you that I don't want to be absent from her wedding, but at this point in time, I'm not really sure what to say yet as my answer, considering I'm not even sure what's happened to my dad yet. Once I'm able to see how much damage he sustained in the accident, I will be able to give you an answer. For the time being, just let me be with my dad.
Jeez.
I'm going to go see my dad now. Good morning, Liam. This is about my dad.
Yeah? I'm sure you're going to tell me that you'll be able to make it to my sister's wedding, right?
I'm really sorry to have to say this, but I'm not so sure I can make it. Wait, you have to understand that I really do want to be there.
Your dad? Is he really?
Wait. He's not in that kind of a state right now, but he suffered some serious injuries in that crash. No one else from my family is able to come and be with him right now, so I'll have to stay by his side for the next couple of days to make sure things are fine.
Well, during the wedding, you can at least take that time to come out and be with us.
Please don't say something like that when my dad is in this state. It'll already take me 4 hours to just get to the wedding, and then that'll take half a day before I have to drive another 4 hours back. That's a whole day. I can't be away from my dad for that long when anything could happen to him in that time.
I think I'm telling you to make this wedding your priority.
I'll make sure to apologize to Taylor later on for this, so would you please lay off me?
Jeez. Tell me that this whole thing about your dad being in some accident is just a lie.
What?
You sure you're not just trying to cover up the fact that you're out cheating on me right now?
Why would I be cheating on you?
Well, if you're not, then come to this wedding. Look, you can't make such a big deal out of your dad getting into a simple car accident. What the hell was your dad thinking getting into a crash at this time? Don't tell me that he got into the crash on purpose for you.
You're really starting to take things too far now, Liam.
Do you really think you're in the position to be getting upset with me right now? If you don't come to my sister's wedding, like I've asked you to, then I'm going to divorce you.
All right.
Great. Now make sure you're there on time.
I'm going to prioritize my dad.
Huh?
I'll make sure to apologize to your sister later, so that should be enough.
What the hell is this? Do you have any idea what you'd be doing leaving a seat open like this in my sister's family seating? You really think I'm going to let you get away with doing something so insane?
Your sister happens to have some common sense, so unlike you, she would most likely get mad at you and defend me for not wanting to be at that wedding. Because she knows that my dad comes first when there's an emergency involving him.
Taylor would never get mad at me over that.
Anyway, I am prioritizing my dad. Also, I've already made sure to tell Taylor about how my dad got into an accident and that I won't be able to make it to her wedding.
Excuse me?
She still hasn't replied to me. But I think someone like her will be able to understand me.
What the hell have you done?
I need to start taking care of my dad now as he's getting ready for surgery, and I need to make sure he's prepared for that.
You hold it right there. I will not forgive you for cancelling on my sister. I'll tell you one more time. If you don't show up to that wedding, then I'm divorcing you. If you don't want that happening, then come to this wedding. Understand?
Clara, I'm so sorry for only just seeing your messages to me now. Is your dad going to be all right? Sorry for getting you all worked up about this, Taylor. He's not in life-threatening condition right now, but he has been very badly injured in that crash and is undergoing surgery now. That means, as for your wedding tomorrow, I don't mind you being absent one bit, so please don't be worried about me. You had told me before that right now your brother and his wife are overseas for work, right? That's right. Although my brother's wife will be coming back to the States here pretty soon to help out with my dad after things settle down a little. But since they're on the other side of the world right now, it's going to take her some time to get back here. So you really are the only family that can be with your dad right now then. I want you to stay right where you are beside him and make sure he's okay. Are you really okay with this? Of course. It's your family emergency after all. I understand that my brother is making a huge deal out of all of this right now, but he's the only one who doesn't seem to get it. I'm sure that he'll settle down soon here and come to understand things, but this is always the way he acts around me, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. But my parents and I have come to accept that he's just an idiot, so we leave him be until he calms down again. Ah, is that right? And this isn't even his wedding, so he has no right telling you that you have to be here or not. My fiancé and I are both aware that you can't make it, and that should be enough to get him to shut up. Now, you take really good care of your dad. Thank you, Taylor.
Hey, Clara. You still over there with your dad or something?
I am. For the time being, I'm going to have to go back and forth between the hospital and my dad's house. So that's why I've started staying at this house while he's still in the hospital.
Not only did you cancel last minute on my little sister's wedding, but you left me, your husband, here all by myself now.
My husband?
That's right, you are my freaking wife. The only thing you should be prioritizing is what I ask from you. Leave that old and dying man there by himself and come back to me. If you don't follow my command right now, then it's a divorce.
I know that, and that's why I already handed in the divorce papers for us.
What?
Just before the wedding, you told me that if I didn't come, that you would be divorcing me, right? And just yesterday, I got some mail from you that happened to be the divorce paperwork with all your signatures on them. And considering I didn't go to the wedding, I went ahead and handed in those papers for us.
What? Wait, I was just saying all that in order to get you to come.
But you even went and sent me the paperwork, right? You had signed all the papers and filled everything out for me. Seriously, you thought that you could just use divorce as a way of threatening me into doing everything you asked?
No, that's
Answer me right now, Liam. I mean, you always loved talking to me like you were at the top and knew everything and anything, so give me an answer.
Wait, would it be wrong for us to hand in our marriage papers again?
Excuse me?
Well, look, my little sister only just got married, and a few days later her older brother got divorced, and seems like Taylor is really pissed at me right now.
Ah, you don't have to worry about all that. Everyone hates you now, including Taylor.
Huh?
Liam, from what I've heard, at Taylor's wedding you would not stop talking crap about how bad of a wife I was, right? Taylor had already known about what was going on with me and why I couldn't make it to her wedding. She even went and told all her friends and family about where I was, and they all agreed that it was better I stay with my dad than come all the way out there. But the moment you took a sip of alcohol, you started to shout about how you would divorce me for not listening to you. Things about how much you hated me and wanted to leave me and couldn't stand me anymore. And when people would walk away from you as you continued to go on and on about me, you started to yell louder, trying to get someone to come over and agree with you. I heard that Taylor's wedding wasn't even halfway over with yet before she had to get people to haul you out of there and lock the doors on you.
You know about all that as well?
After that had happened to you out of pure alcoholic rage, you went and sent me those papers, right? Anyway, you and I are divorced now. I'm pretty sure I've said all I've needed to you now, so consider this the moment where our ties are cut, please.
What the hell?
And don't act like you haven't been using some of my savings without asking.
What?
Just the other day, I was planning on paying for my dad's first round of medical bills while at the hospital, and so I had a look at my savings account. I saw on there that over the past couple of months, someone has been going through and taking out small amounts of money from there, adding up to around $30,000 in total. I was shocked to see that it was you doing that.
Where's the evidence that I did it?
When I had a look at where the money was being transferred to, there was your account number in the transaction history. What the hell have you been using my money on?
When I heard that Taylor would be getting married, I thought that I should celebrate, so I went to a strip club.
You went to a strip club?
Let me just tell you right now that I was not cheating on you. There was this one stripper that I was really into, but I was only going there to drink and watch her dance.
Oh, is that right? And then?
So every time I went there, I was using my credit card to pay. I've been doing this for months, and after a while I went and had a look at my bank account and realised I didn't have enough money to pay the debt off.
And so you took money out of my account?
When you and I went to the bank together, I got a look at your savings account number.
Jesus frickin' Christ, Liam!
This all happened before the divorce, so why do you care? And since you and I were married at the time, your money that you had saved up was the both of ours. So there's no problem with me taking some of it.
Well, that right there is a big misunderstanding on your part.
Huh?
That money that I've saved up from before you and I got married is protected by law and remains for only me to use. It does not ever become yours to use as well just because you and I got married.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you. But thankfully I already talked with your parents about all of this and they are paying me back. Along with things like the settlement I'm getting from you and all that. This means I'll be getting $40,000 from your parents, which you'll soon have to pay them.
$40,000?
Remember that it's your parents who will be asking for that from you next, so be ready. But you should mostly be prepared for just how pissed those two will be with you after what I've had to tell them.
No freaking way. They were already furious with me because of what happened at the wedding. $40,000.
Well, now that you're aware of all that, I am leaving. And I mean that as in I am never going to talk to you ever again.
Wait a sec.
What else do you want from me?
I'll help you take care of your dad from now on, so let me marry you again.
No thank you.
You replied to something like that quickly. You can't be serious.
Well, I don't want to be around you anymore.
Can't you at least put a little thought into it or something?
The reason I don't have to put any thought into my answer to you is because I've already thought long and hard about it, and have come to realize how much I hate you now. Even my dad is aware of what all you've been doing, and is so upset with you right now that if he wasn't in a hospital bed, he would be at your doorstep waiting for you to come out so that he could beat the hell out of you.
What?
That's all. Goodbye forever now, you pile of garbage. And that was it between Liam and I. I was only able to be married to Liam for about 1.5 years, but the fact that he cared too much about his sister and would even celebrate her by going to a strip club and all that made it pretty clear to me that he shouldn't have married me at all. As of right now, he's a divorced man and is hated by his little sister that he cared about way too much as a brother. Right now, he's still working at the same company he's always been a part of, but at that wedding, there happened to be a few of his coworkers there by coincidence. They all saw how he acted when he got drunk and watched as he was dragged out of the wedding. Since then, the workplace has been very tough on Liam, as he's surrounded by coworkers that are whispering about what happened with him all the time and giving him the cold shoulder. He's not able to leave his job there, though, as both of his parents are whooping his butt about paying them back that $40,000 they gave me. So until he's finished paying off his debt, he is stuck in that company. He can't even try to get himself fired either, because both his mom and dad told him that if they were to find out he left that job, they would make sure he could never work again. So for the time being, Liam will just have to put up with his new sucky life and hope that all of that cold shoulder and rumors about him don't drive him insane. I'm sure that even right now he's at work, hiding in some corner office as he tries to get anything done, all while listening to the whispers of his coworkers talking about how much of a jerk he is. As for things regarding my dad, he has finished going through all the surgeries he required, and is now just resting at the hospital. He should be out of there in another month or so, where he will then be able to start physical therapy with the support of myself and my sister-in-law. I've completely moved into his house now and found myself a job around here, and plan to stay here for the rest of my life, making sure that my dad is all right and doesn't get into another accident like that again.